Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And we're picking up on the 27th of February 1976. And that means we've come through another winter. You can see that we've got 86% happiness. We're pushing up on a population of 41,000. And just to show the population statistics, we've got 557, 58, 59 now, over 21s. And what's really happening is the population is mushrooming. And I could keep building in this area, but I've got a few problems already developing. Also, I've got quite a lot of unemployment for a reason which I will explain in a little while. You can see the amount of unemployment here. Now, the main reason for the unemployment is, and this relates to a question which someone posted in the comments, and as usual, a big thank you for all your comments you provide. They asked me whether when an industry is shut because the temperature is too low, does the workers still keep coming? And they don't. The game's got the intelligence to say building is closed due to bad weather. And what you will often get sometimes is it will say that there's no workers when the temperature gets a bit marginal. So say, I think these are 14%. If I show you the temperature at the moment, it's only 5%. When you get to 14 and it's fluctuating a bit, the building will start to say it's got no workers. So we've got unemployment at the moment, but at the same time, that unemployment will be sucked up by these farms here. So this is one of the difficult balances that you can get. Now, another problem I've got here already is I put this university, and you can see that this is now starting to get a little bit full up. So we need a new university. I was looking at this building here, and I think we can remove you. I'll just trim back out the footpath. And what we're going to do is put another university in here. We're just going to use the same as before. Hopefully it will fit in. If it doesn't, I will have a bit of a problem. Just slide you in there like that. Put the paths in like that. I think we can put one to there. And maybe we'll just put another one there as well. So we'll just let the game pick that up. I suppose I could put another building, suck up some of the population. I mean, this is 231. I think these are 200. So I think maybe that actually connected. Yes, it is connected, but only connected on one side. That's not good. I think I need that built in as well. Oops, that. I think we will allocate this. Get built. I mean, it will get auto-detected. Of course, we'll get our concrete and asphalt delivery team on that with the helicopters. So generally this area is going. The other thing I also want to show you is the fact that we do now, but partly because of the unemployment, but you can see we've also got residents moving round the city as well, and this also applies to this side. So we are getting more and more going here. Down in the south with this chemical factory is going full bore, and we are now actually exporting the surplus for the moment. I show you the exports, the Soviet bloc. See, we're actually making nearly 500,000 from that, which is really useful at the moment. We seem to be importing clothes, but I'm not sure where that is. So at the moment, our big income is chemicals and mechanical components, and I think our biggest imports is steel and electronics, and that's mainly up in the north. We've got to do something about electronics, but the next priority is getting the clothing industry up and running. And the reason for that is that my kind of, especially in this area, because of course is the fact that my small clothing factories aren't really hacking it now. So what I want to do before we go up north is I've got to try something out, because I was looking at this because I want to put the clothing industry about here. But, and it's quite a big but, no, train waiting too long. Okay, we'll just flash over and find out where you are. He's bounced off something here. Where are you? Oh, I know what it is. We've got the signals here, because this line is pushing out a very long way. The thing. Yep. These guys have been making really good progress. I do need to actually do something about them in the sense of that might not be such a good idea. Keep out. I think I might have just broken the line, but that's okay. Yeah, he's just started on that line there and that line there. Okay. Back down south. At the moment, I'm just letting the rail guys do their own thing at the moment. I'm not particularly worried about what they're going to do. Anyway, back to here. What I want to do, in fact, I'm just going to leave the game on pause because I've got so much to do, and I think this is what can happen when the economy gets to a certain size. That, well, you need, especially with the map distributed like it is at the moment, where I've got a lot going on down here and a lot going on up there. What can happen is that if you let the game run, you run out of time because your construction offices and various other things aren't as running as efficiently as possible. So maybe we'll just keep the game on pause. Anyway, back to what I was saying is I'm looking at possibly a cable way through here, but I've got absolutely no idea whether I can actually do it. So what I'm going to do for the moment is just do like a feasibility study. Just make sure. Well, these cable towers have only got road connections on one side, so if you're planning on using them, just make sure that you're doing it. What I'm going to do is put you, kind of you aiming slightly through this gap. I've got absolutely no idea if this is actually going to work. That's going a lot further than I thought it would. I think I'm going to be on the cautious side. I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to remove the road manually. I know it's cumbersome, but I want to make sure that that my finger doesn't twitch at the last moment. I just use gravel roads in there. We've got the first connection to there. And here. Of course, we've got to, every time we like this, I can get to there, but we're aiming roughly for there. Let me just see. I think if we can get, I would like to get a little bit closer to that road if possible. Because we can't, unlike other things, we can't actually spin the, I think that will work. Okay, we'll just take that out. Right. Okay. No, cancel. I can reduce the number of junctions by doing that. I know it's going to look pretty awful, but right, back to here. Wow, didn't know a cable car would go over the top of a. Okay, I'll take it. This is going a little bit better than I thought it would, actually. I was expecting to have a few more problems getting through here. If I can get through here, it would be absolutely brilliant. Right, hopefully we can get some height there. Now, yeah, right, we know we can get to here. So what I want is a big cable station. I can put the big cable station, plan it about, why is that saying too low? Can this go up as well? Didn't know. No, it can't go up. I'm not sure what that actually meant when it was saying too low, unless it was a hangover from there. Right, we got tower in there. It disconnects from there. We know that can go to there. And we're going to put a proper road in there. And then footpath-wise, we can pick up a footpath there, run past there, run to... Why won't you... There's some infrastructure in the way. Okay, we're going to have to come up to about there and then split the difference there. So what I'm going to do is to build the cableway out to here first, including the building. I know it's a risk on materials, but I want to build this through first. Now, the problem I've got here is a road to here. And the only thing I can think of is to pick a road up from here. And what we're going to do is stay with the panel roads. Because technically this will be a service road. And I want the service road to run along this edge here. And I think for the moment we'll just run that into there. Like that. Now, I'm thinking about putting the... Well, let me just talk a little bit about what I want. Now, this isn't the final plan. This is just the general idea. What I'm thinking is... these aren't even the final buildings. What I'm thinking about is clothing factories here. And we're going to bring in the rail connections from there. And then over here, come into the factory farms. I'm thinking... where is it? I'm going to put the couple of quad irrigated farms over here, and the workers for the quad farms will come in from this side. Now the big question mark is going to be is whether the water plant here can actually supply the water, or whether we're going to need extra water capacity. But that's going to be quite a big question, because we've still got this food factory which eventually would like to bring online. Anyway, that is all I want to do at the moment. The only thing I will do is we'll just allocate this guy here, and hopefully this will get picked up by our crews over there, and we're just going to let the game build this in. Actually, I've just saw this building. This is actually being built. Okay. Do you have the super crew allocated to it? I think what we will do is put a footpath connection out the back there as well. So that is the... I think the rest of what's going on up here is pretty good. Just to show you, we come to down here, just to show you, illustrate the clothes situation. I have made a change here, so the food and everything now for Ironton is coming from Dark Valley, but this is our kind of you can see here we don't have a lot in the way of clothing, and I think if I'm not careful I'm gonna have to start importing some clothing, whether I like it or not, because the good thing you can see is that because we're not importing the crops to here, that horrible traffic jam that was here has virtually disappeared now, because the only crops we're actually importing. Now, I do have a bit of a plan, because we've got vehicles here effectively doing nothing. And what I want to do is, I know I'm meant to be going north. We will get there, I promise. I just want to talk. My plan is that if I show you the crops here, at the moment we've got nearly 4,000 tons of food in here, and we've actually got a surplus. Now I'm deliberately not exporting that, because my plan is that, in fact, let me just see. I wasn't planning on doing this. I just want to scoot back over to here. I just want to look at this warehouse now. We got 249 tons of crops there. I think what I'm going to do is going to be a little bit risky, but I think it's going to make more sense than actually exporting the food. that makes sense. And that is if we pick up the train here. Now all these trains are busy, so this could be a little bit risky. I'm not sure. This is more than, say, 50%. I want you to take crops to, where are you? Where am I? Wrong place. This map's getting so big. We're gonna take the, deliver the, all right, this building is Ironton Warehouse. Unload. That's gonna be 70%. Right, we're going to have to push this to 80%. Now, I do have one of these. I'm sure one of these used to be the delivery vehicles. Yeah, we got medium. These are the crop guys. One of these we used to deliver the crops to. Oh, that's a bit weird. Let me just see. You're the one from the ore refinery. You're probably wasting your time, actually. Right. Where's the Ironton warehouse? Put you on. Well, you can do it. Get you, pick up the crops from there. And I'm sure I had you. Where did you come from? You're on the wrong place now. You need to be on here. Warehouse. There's absolutely no point you going there because I don't think there's anything left in the warehouse now. Because I think I was using you just to empty it. I'm kind of. Where's this cargo station? It loads it there and it's taking it to the pickup. Okay, I think I can use these guys actually. You. Okay, Ironton pickup. Load crops and deliver them to here. Okay. And you can go 100%. Okay. I do need to work a little bit on this area. All right, that slight digression out the way. I just want to show you something else that's pushing forward just by leaving the crews to themselves. If we come across here, if I follow the road out, you'll see that the road is now right out to here. Let the game run while we're running out here. And also the railway. The railway is filling in here. You can see the road has come through here. To show you, so the road is now out to here. We've got this point here, and the railway is up to here. So what I'm going to need to do eventually is put some crossovers out here, because you can see we're actually building out to there. And then if I come through here, what I've been doing is just leaving these guys to their own devices, and if I follow the rail line through here, what you'll see is that I think we're out about here now. Nope, it looks like he's gone even further. So we're getting. Oh, he actually did a crossover here by himself, which is left over. So at the moment, this guy is finishing off this rail track. You can see he's very close to this bridge now. And what I've actually done is I've completed the asphalting of the road through to here. And I've redone the road bridge here. This originally was a little low-level wooden bridge. We've now come into this area here. Oh, Phil, where are you? On fire. Oh, it's just the gas station. That's and what I've did is I connected this road up through here to my road network, and you can see we got the road crew coming down here. And then I got a little bit carried away. It was raining outside. I couldn't do very much, so I went a little bit epic with the highways. So I built a highway out to here, got a road coming into there. Then I thought, well, I don't want the traffic coming through here. Now, I'm going to accept completely that this is a little bit unrealistic with respect to the game, but I thought it'd just be fun to build them. That is a good segue into where this series is going, because obviously we're against a deadline because of the new update. But what I'm going to be doing is relaxing a little bit on the intensity of building a massive economy. And I just want to do a bit of experimentation, and this is partly the thought process behind this, is are highways useful, or can they just be like dramatic cosmetic things? Because I've put the highway right through here and over there, and we got this highway link here. I mean, again, I mean, if any of you guys have played your game and found highways very, very useful, feel free to chuck it in the comments. We've also put the road out here, and this is the new town which I want to build, which we're working towards. I've also did a little bit of an experimental junction somewhere. Oh, just here. I've kind of built this junction. It's a bit difficult to see. I put a bridge across the center. Now, this is actually modeled on UK motorway junctions. Anyone who lives in the UK will probably recognize it. The only difference is that with UK junctions, there's often two bridges, because what often happens is that they build a roundabout over the main carriageway, and then you've got the slip roads that come up, and they normally come up to traffic lights. And what you have is a donut above it, so that the roads come up to each side, and you've got the donuts, then you've got the traffic lights. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, why do you put traffic lights in when you're coming off of a highway? And the traffic lights are actually there simply to break the speed of the traffic, to remind motorists that they're no longer on the highway. It's a bit like if you drive in, I think it's West Germany, because when I was working in West Germany for a few months, there's this kind of a strange effect that when you come off the Autobahn in Germany, you come down these very long slip roads, and what you do is when you come off the slip road, you hit the slip road at the speed that you're actually on the Autobahn. You don't slow down, which is a classic beginner's mistake for people who drive on the Autobahns. You go onto the slip road at the speed on the Autobahn, but then you've got to slow down, because and when you get to the end, there's this very tight turn, which is there deliberately to stop, to break the speed of the motorists, so they don't go charging off at Autobahn speeds into residential areas. So you kind of come down, and there's this kind of very sharp kink. And I must admit, when I first was driving in Germany, it used to catch me out, because I was used more to the system I just talked about with the coming up and then hitting the traffic lights. Anyway, I've gone completely off track, guys. Apologies for that. But so that's what I've been up to. Now, in the vein of the experimental, oh, why are you doing this? You've nearly finished it. Okay, you've just scuppered me. Because what I was going to do here, I don't know, I might be able to still do it. Let me just go underground. No, the pipe's been built, but we could cheat this a little bit. The experiment I want to conduct is, I was looking at this factory. We've actually got irrigated cattle fields. We could experiment with them. It's polytunnel sewage crops. And we got these things here. And what these do is they actually bring in sewage, and they turn it into crops. Maybe we can put one in just to see. I'm just very curious about how it actually works. We can put one in, I think, and then what we could do is put two separate sewage. What I want to know is this: if I show you here, these have got storage of 2,000 tons of wastewater, and what what it does is it takes 0.02 chemicals and it processes 10 cubic meters of wastewater into 3 tons of crops, and this one here actually produces 0.75 tons of food. I think I am going to put one in just out of curiosity. In fact, we can put 2 in. You get another one over there. So I think we're going to create a kind of. We'll start with 1. I've got an idea. We're going to put 1 in there. I don't think they produce any pollution. Let me just see. Where do they go? No, they don't produce any pollution. So I can put it. Maybe if I can angle it a little bit, we could get a small warehouse attached to it as well. Put 1 there. Now, obviously, we've got a sewer pipe there, but the town has expanded this way. So what we'll do is, whoops, don't want that. Put another salvage. I put a sewer tank out about here. Put you there. I think we only need a medium pipe. I think what I can do, got another mod somewhere. I think it's sewage facilities. What we'll do is we'll put you about there. Put it about there actually. You there. What I'll do is hook you to there. Now the reason I'm doing this is that should this not work, what that gives me the option to take another sewage pipe off of there and connect it to there. So just hook you to there. We'll put a road in here. That. Just let the game run actually. And then I want a small barn. The storage. I'm sure this mod list gets longer and longer all the time. And what we can do is just tuck in a little tiny little barn there. We can then put a small cargo station. I mean, I've got all these different cargo stations, and I hardly ever use any of them. I've actually got harbours in here. I've got no idea how that qualifies as a aggregate loading. Okay. I invariably end up using these, but again, I want to ring the changes to see if any of these other ones are any just as good. Small rail yard. That's quite a big one, isn't it? What is this? Where is it? Okay. I think we'll just stick with. Well, I think we're only going to need 2 trucks. Connection for 2 vehicles in there. I'd like to, if possible, just to hook to that. That's not going to do it, is it? Okay, we're just put a small cargo station in there as well. So what we'll have is this running and this is running. If this destabilizes this, we can switch things off and we can push because these 2 sewage outfalls are overlapping. And that connected. It's the water substation. There's the sewage substation just there. Oops, no. And we'll just to there. Now, what I want to do here is we've got the capacity for 500 people here, and what I want, and we're starting to put the infrastructure together here. We got a nursery block. That there, these are houses. Most of these houses actually. Got the town hall here. Nursery block. I think this is the school that burnt down. Old Opera House. Got what's actually here actually. Well, one way we can find out and just get a bit of a profile is I'm not seeing a university here. Sewage. Yeah, I'm not seeing a university. That could be an issue. Got gas station, fire station, heat exchanger, infrastructure construction. What? No, oh, that's just footpaths. Kindergarten, police station, secret police, sewage treatment, storage, water facility. Okay. So we don't have a university here. So we need to get a small university, and I don't want anything too big. Last chance to buy. Okay. Universities. I don't want to put a full technical university here. We just see what we can get. Actually, we got a little Tudor university here. What we got here? Anything historical. I mean, I'll be completely upfront. I am getting more and more into the historical buildings now. I'm kind of. I mean, we got that there. Well, that's not. I mean, it might pass as historical, I suppose. Probably just put it on this corner here, like that. Put it, like it in there, like that. I mean, it's gonna have 100 students. I think that should be enough. We'll just get you tucked in there. Get the. You picked it up, and we're get the. And what I want to do is get the guys to focus very much on this area. We do need to have that, get that finished. We got the tram station here, and we got that there. So we're building in the water infrastructure here. Is this allocated? We want this built as well. We need the shop being built here, and you working on that. You working on that. And out here we've got the police station, secret police, and the fire station. We certainly need these being built. Allocated. You're working as well, because we can put the population into here. So get these guys put in. We need the heat exchanger built. Is viable. That's be built. Now the other thing I am considering is, well, I think I mentioned in the previous video, we're going to put in a tourist area there, and that's drawn my attention to up here, because this is a slightly short connection here. I'm hoping that I can get across here with a what we call it, a road. Sorry. Gonna push this out a little bit. If we can get a road across here, We can then push the road to the border. In fact, well, I'm going to put a bridge here. Maybe I need to take the road up there for the... So see if we can get a bridge across here. We can get a road across here. And this is going to be a fairly rusticy road, so you can come out that way. Except that. Now, if we're going to bring tourists in, what we really need is a bridge here as well, because we're going to need a road coming up from here to provide the services. But we're going to but we do need a road across to here. Whoops, thank you, game. So what we'll do is we'll have a road. That's got a little bit of height already, which we can take advantage of. I'll just kind of this out a little bit like that. Yeah. Always gets me sometimes this game. It depends on the angle. Oops, cancel. And sometimes you just need a different bridge. There we are. That's horrible. That's terrible. Don't like that. The steel truss bridge. Okay, we've got a connection there. And we'll bring this road. I think we'll keep it parallel to the rail tracks like that. So I don't want to crowd in this area, so you can follow the rail tracks a bit like that. And then you can come off straight. Will we be doing anything up here? Have a look. We got iron. Where's the iron then? Got iron in here, so we've got a road through there and a road through here. So I don't think we need to. Well, we can just play with the road here. Now comes the. Actually, we could trim this back a little bit, like that. Now we've got to get down off of this hillside. This is going to be fun. We'll come from the center. Oh no. I was about to say we won't have any excavators, but obviously we're still in range of the excavators. That's brilliant. And that gives us the road connection to the border, which means that we can then start. Look at that, we've got loads of tourists here. Exploit. We can bring the tourists in here, and more importantly, this can be an import route, say for the chemicals from here or for here. Instead of trolling all the way across the map to go down to the other border, we can do it there. In fact, I think what I will do is we're just going to slip in a distribution office. There's the office. I'm going to put in distribution office about here. Because the reason for this distribution office is that if we've got to bring anything in from the border, we can use this distribution office to deliver it. Wow. Okay, let's go up. He's come a long, long way. Now, the other thing I want to do is take advantage of this road connection. Although that's not a bridge. Maybe we can make a change here. Come here. Oops, it's going down, not up. We'll put another bridge here. Helicopters are coming in. Oops. It's starting to impinge a little bit on the railway there. Fighting the living daylights out of me. I might have not been high enough on this side. Oh, it went green. So come there, upgrade you to there, and then I want you. Oh, that went very quickly green. Not gonna work. We're gonna have to braze the land here a little bit. Okay, that's still not high enough. Let me just... Yeah, we got a bit of a gradient there, so I come here. Can't smooth because we don't have a bulldozer. But what I might be able to do is just create a smoothing effect like that by just pushing that out a little bit. That's it. Rid of that. And we'll push you to there. And I'm just going to run you through to there. We're going to need a road connection there for the heating plant. The reason I put this road in is that when this town develops, this town will get a rail connection. So for delivering, say, clothes and electronics before this is finished, will give us a quick connect route through there. It will also provide a possible route for other workers and things coming from here. So we've now done that bit there. Just to give you an update here, the steel mill is coming along quite nicely. We've now finished this. And you can see we've actually laid the conveyors in to here. Got this auxiliary conveyor here. I think this was to deliver coal, and I want to keep that option open because I still kind of think that I may need it. But the trouble is where would we put the unloading plant? That's going to be the problem. But I just want that option kept open for the moment. You can see we've got through here. I've set this to iron. We've got, so most of the infrastructure over here is finished. This is the reason why I wanted to focus a lot more on this area. We've got gas station here to keep things going. Where the heating plant is here. This is nearly finished. We've got this coming through here. So we're getting very close. In fact, what I'd like to do is have this operational this year, but I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. Well, when I say operational, I mean operational in a very basic sense. But if it's not, I certainly want it done by 1977. So that done, and I'm aware that time's pushing on with the video. So what we'll do is we'll just come down to here. I'm gonna quick check. We got plenty of coal coming out of here, but we're gonna need to be a bit careful because this is deceptive. Because we're not really consuming that much at the moment. We've got the power station here, which is going on quite nicely, and we've got the brick factory here. It's producing bricks. It's got no water. Our little town here, as far as I know, everyone is happy. Have a quick look at that. We've got 85%. I do really need to keep working on these roads. Footpath there. We got this here. I think we got quite a lot of unemployment in this area as well. I think what I'd like to do is work. Got footpath there. Do I want to? Got footpath to there. I think we're just connect that up. Get the 8 crew on that. Another fire. Okay, the fire is in our little town here. I mean, I keep neglecting this area here, but one thing I had to do, which was nearly caught me out, you can just see the remains here. The trees were getting very low. But we've got that. It's good. Let me just check the food supply here. Because we're on the 2nd of April now. We've still not got enough crops in here to keep this fully independent. Despite the fact that we're no longer pulling food there. But we got crops in there. Although April isn't too bad. Kind of keep looking at this biofuel plant and saying getting rid of that. But I do want to put I want to keep asphalting these roads in. I'm just looking. I think there's a opportunity here. Get you there. Building that. I did get a little bit of asphalting done down here. But we're on the 4th of April at the moment. I don't really want to go in there because I want the efficiency from the farms. We got this bit built out here. We got finished that little bit. Trying to look for an opportunity. I think I'm just going to have to do this slowly over time. Building fire. Okay, we've got a fire up in Ironton. Just to see how well my what we call it is. So we've got 137 tons of crops in there. I think that's actually making an improvement because this is keeping these guys busy. Look at that. No congestion on the border. That is absolutely fantastic. This road's a bit redundant, isn't it? Okay. Right, I suppose we better go over to Dark Valley and see how things are going. Because, of course, and I'd like to say a big thank you for the somebody posted a suggestion about a better fork truck. Yeah, I mean that shipping the food to crops to Ironton isn't really making that much of a dent. We are shipping out more food now. These guys still, this one can't gain. This one, wow. This is just a little bit too efficient. I mean, these guys are still pumping out the crops because we're this overflow is it. I think we're on pretty safe territory with respect to the what we call it shipping the crops to Ironton. In fact, I'm going to go as far as going down to here. Where is the guys who go to the border? Where's the border crew? These are the ones who are importing from the customs house. We're going to switch you off and remove you. These are pretty ancient trucks as well. How old are they? Yeah, 60 kilometers an hour, but they probably do the job. What else are you doing here? Unload fabric. What are you? Yeah, there's no way you're ever going to export fabric, are you? Yeah, so I'm not gonna. Your days of doing that are over, and don't need the custom shed anymore. Ironton pickup, we can leave that there. Big warehouse with that. Okay, so we've reduced these guys down to supplying the crops. In fact, yeah. Actually, what we can do is, where's this? Okay, we'll set you to 100%. Right, we can use these guys to build this up from there. That means that the one that I set up over here, where I who's the other guy to look over here? Ah, Ironton Rail. Yeah, you're this one, aren't you? Right, we're gonna remove you on the pickup side and the unload side. And your job is where you delivering close to Ironton Rail pickup. Okay. That gives me a little bit more control over what we can put into here. Maybe we'll just push you up a smidge. So we have to be a bit careful that we don't drain all the clothes out of here. That gives me a bit more control because we can get more crops into here. One thing I am very tempted to do is put another train on over here. Well, the trains are going. These guys busy. Yeah. We only got 6 wagons, although we got 1 left in here. I think what I'm going to do is we need to keep this system as efficient as possible. So, can't remember if I actually sold a train. You just see. Rail depot. We got no train in there. Okay, first things first. Got 14 million, so we're pretty good. Electric train. Right, you're 160. I think that's the maximum speed for the track, isn't it? I can never remember. 150, yeah. So there's no point having a train faster than 150. That's 1.35. That's 120. It's taught by speed. You're 160 there. Nepos. You weigh 82 tons. We want something with hauling capacities. We're going to get you there. And what we're going to do is come into here and get another 1, 2, 3 boxcars. You're gonna go there, pick up there, because of course it's automatic because you've got no other options. And I think you return automatically to the depot, don't you? But just to make sure. And it's only moving 3. Only buy 3? Okay. Oh no, you must have only bought 3. So we're now running quite well. And I think just to finish off, well, I'll finish off where get the extra train into there. So that's running at maximum efficiency. This is nearly finished. Oops. We want get the 3 crew onto that. Get them working on that as well. Just right. I'm just going to check the cable car connections. Right. So I'm going to work on the assumption that this is a good connection. So just to finish this off, just to give you guys an idea of what I'm thinking is, I don't want it to be too cramped to the border. We've got quite a lot of space here. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put you about. Eventually the road connection will come to here when this is built. Need prefabs out to here. I think if we get there, we've got the other guy who's probably not doing very much now. Quick look here. That chemicals flowing out. Fantastic. Guy's probably got absolutely nothing to do. He's too far away. I really do need to push out my construction crews. You there. Can't build that, but you can assist on that. Okay. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we'll probably put in the clothing area here so that we can start to put together this area. Because this is going to be quite important, because as I've already mentioned at the beginning of the video, clothing will become an issue with the rate of expansion of the population, because you can see we're kind of stuck at the moment. And then of course, more importantly, we need to get this area up and running as well, because we do need to get this steel mill functional, because at the moment economically wise, imports steel is, I mean, if I can no longer need to import steel, that is going to be a big step forward. And of course we'll also be able to produce mechanical components up here as well, which means I actually need a couple of distro offices here, which we can do. Let me just see if I can find space for them. We got that there. We got a little bit of space here, because we're going to need one to move the steel from here to here, and also from here to here sorry, so that we can get it. But I think also I might want to move it other places, so I think we're going to need 2 distribution offices here. Probably my favorites. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Sudden thought, I thought, well, we might be doing that, but of course I brought the power connection out to here, and I've now distributed it across to there. Anyway, so until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.